Donald Trump is now losing one of his key allies in the final months before the presidential election because Steve Bannon has been ordered by federal judge Carl Nichols to report to jail for his 4-month prison sentence no later than July 1st, which means Bannon will be locked up till November 1st, just a few days before the presidential election. Now, Republicans are not taking this news very well at all, for very obvious reasons. Steve Bannon broke the law, according to a jury. That verdict, by the way, came out 2 years ago in July of 2022. So 24 months ago, the dude was convicted. In October of 2022, he was ordered to go to jail for 4 months, but he asked the judge, Carl Nichols, who was appointed by Donald Trump, he said, "Hey, judge, what if I didn't go to jail while I appeal this verdict?" And the judge, for some reason, said, "Hey, that's a great idea. Let's do it." And of course, not that long ago, the appeals court rejected Steve Bannon's appeal, said the conviction stands. And so the DOJ went to Nichols and said, "Listen, you gave him these conditions. He could be out pending appeal. Appeal is done. Throw him in jail." Nichols finally said, "Deal." So, as I said, Republicans are not happy about this because they are losing one of their biggest mouthpieces. Here's some of the responses from some of these idiot Republicans who apparently hate justice. "It is with great sadness and anger that we observe the death of the judicial system in America. Steve Bannon sought judicial review of the illegal demands of a runaway congressional committee unlike any ever comprised, and they're sending him to prison, not just to torture him, but to torture us." To torture us. That quote, by the way, is from Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz, who is saying that he is now going to be tortured because Steve Bannon is going to jail. Marjorie Taylor Greene said the fake January 6th committee that was set up by Nancy Pelosi, the DOJ is completely corrupt. Okay. Then you have Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, who said this: "All of July, all of August, all of September, all of October, they're effectively taking Stephen K. Bannon out of this election. That's what this is all about. They're trying to take Steve Bannon out of this election. This is orchestrated. This is coordinated. This is a desperate regime that is trying to take out one of the most important voices." Hey, Chuck, you do realize that if Steve Bannon hadn't asked a judge to keep him out of jail pending appeal, his sentence would have ended in, what would that have been, February of 2023? So it all would have been over with if he would have just sucked it up and done it. Steve Bannon and the Trump-appointed judge, by the way, are the ones who did this. This sentence, again, could have been finished in early 2023, would have been over more than a year ago. Everybody would have forgotten about it. But Steve Bannon made the request, the idiot judge went along with it, and that's why this is happening now. It's not because this is orchestrated by the DOJ. It's because you had two idiots, the judge and Steve Bannon, not realizing the consequences of their actions. So you can be pissy all you want, and I get why you are. Because yeah, Steve Bannon is a very important voice. Taking him off the air for 4 months as we head into a presidential election is a huge loss for Republicans. You know, Matt Gaetz is mad. Matt Gaetz goes on the show. Marjorie Taylor Greene is mad. She goes on that show multiple times every week. They're losing a very important voice, but not because the DOJ is corrupt, not because the January 6th committee was corrupt, because Steve Bannon made a bad decision, a jury convicted him, and then a judge allowed him to stay out of prison for far too long. So nothing you can really do about that. Oh, and for the record, you idiot Republicans, Bannon's lawyer didn't do him any favors during the hearing. Here's what happened. Judge Nichols, again, a Trump appointee, told Steve Bannon's lawyer, after Bannon's lawyer got a little bit animated, he said, "One thing you have to learn as a lawyer is that when the judge has made his decision, you don't stand up and start yelling. I've had enough." The lawyer responded, "I'm not yelling. I'm being passionate. You're sending a man to prison who thought he was complying with the law. We don't do that in my system, contrary to our system of justice." And Nichols responded, "I think you should sit down." So, bad lawyer, bad defendant, bad judge, bad decisions. That's what happened here. You can be mad all you want, but direct your anger at the idiots who did this to themselves. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.